Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you very much for coming back. I really appreciate it. Please tell some friends that you think if they're cool, please tell them to come by. And if this is your first time here, thank you so much. I really hope you enjoy hanging out with me for a little bit in my little corner of the interweb. I am trying to build my community here with really cool, like-minded people. So I hope you enjoy hanging out with me for a minute. This video is going to be a little bit about, somebody was saying, about my reading style. And as I'm building my channel, finding my voice, getting comfortable with being a YouTuber, I am a professional tarot reader, I guess I should say that, in case you've never watched any of my videos. I'm a professional reader. I have been for many years, 20 years, more, God, a long time, here in the city of New Orleans. And I have clients all over the place, locally, internationally, read online, FaceTime. I do love face-to-face, but phone readings. So just, somebody was saying, for people to know your reading style. And I do need to start leaving, and I will start leaving information in the down bar for people to be able to contact me for readings. That will probably happen after the first of the year at some point, where I will leave that down below, where you can click on to get in touch with me if you'd like to schedule a reading. But just to give you a little idea of kind of what my reading style is, I wanted to share something that I pulled a card for myself and give you a little idea of, again, kind of what my vibe is as a reader. And some people say you can't read for yourself. That's not true. Is it very challenging to read for yourself? That's real true. I know a couple of people who can read for themselves quite objectively. It really, though, depends, even with the one or two people I know, it really depends upon what the subject matter is. It's like for the same reason why I really don't like to read for friends and family. It's kind of why a physician cannot treat his own family member or someone that he's close to. An attorney, can't represent someone that, their husband or their wife or whatever. Surgeon can't operate on his daughter or his lover. Conflict of interest. Because being able to detach enough to remain objective to do your job can be really challenging when you've got skin in the game, when you've got an emotional connection. And it's something that I really want to work on so that I can be more objective and read for friends and family under certain conditions. But it's not my favorite thing, but it's something I want to grow into being able to do. But if it's something, I pull a card for myself usually every day. Sometimes I'm really good about pulling my card every day, and sometimes I'm really not. But journaling every day is such an important part of my practice. It's something that I started doing and was taught to do when I first started learning cards in I guess I picked up my first deck in 1990. So, and it still holds true to this day, the importance of journaling. And there's so many ways to do that. I'm not going to get into that tonight, but it's such an important part of the practice every day, consistently, years, no matter whether you just picked up and started learning tarot last week or you've been doing it for 30 years. I feel like a journaling practice or a daily tarot practice of some sort is imperative. Keeps you sharp. I did a reading for myself based on something that is important to me, but is not in the big scheme of things, is really not that important to me. And so I wanted to show you using the Rose Bay Tarot is the deck that I pulled from. Sorry guys, reaching over to get it. Of how you can ask questions using tarot to flesh out information, to be able to have more clarity on a certain situation or a topic that you may be faced with or dealing with, and how the cards can speak very clearly to that. Some people ask about yes/no questions, and I'm not the biggest fan of yes/nos, but there's a cool workaround for yes/nos. Sometimes I can just boom, yes, no. It's more about fleshing out the, well, what if you do, what if you don't? Is it in your best interest to do X? Is it advisable to not? How does it look if you do? How does it look if you don't? What are the pros? What are the cons? That is, I feel, a really good way to get yes or no when working with tarot. Me and pendulums just, I have one. It sits here. I have another one over here. I don't know why pendulums just don't. I can get it to yes or no, but the accuracy with my pendulum game is not good. Not good at all. So a beautiful Sistine Tarot. I call it the Rose Bay Tarot. Sistine Tarot by Rose Bay. So the question that I asked was based on a particular product that I would like to, someone I saw who's offering a product that looks like something I would really get a lot of benefit from, but then I was like, do I get it? Do I not? So just to kind of show you how this can work, and again, my style as a reader, and if you got a reading with me and you asked me a yes/no question, so should I purchase product X from Cindy Lou Who? I flipped that. I morphed that from should I, yes or no, to okay, what does it look like if I do? Is it in my best interest? What if I do? What's the information? Conversely, shuffle again, but what if I don't? What if I don't? And again, you know, not the end of the world if I don't, but I wanted to flesh out the information to help me to know, is this in my best interest to make this purchase or not? And so for the if I do, I got the Two of Hearts, which is the Two of Cups in Rose Bay. And already, so you can see how this lends itself already to, oh my God, this is a yes. If I do, the beautiful amount of healing that can be acquired, worked on, based on what this product is, this definitely makes a lot of sense. A sense of partnership, and even though this is an object and not an individual, not a person, it does not matter. It's this give and take, the emotional connection, the emotional partnership, because this item was made with a lot of intention, a lot of magic from someone that is very, I feel like a very kind-hearted person, a very warm, loving person. So the energy of this individual she put into this product. So it makes all the sense in the world as I get this beautiful Two of Cups, that this will lead to more emotional balance for me, feeling connected to her through this product. The gift of peace that this will give me, and in spite of any confusion or stress or brain fog, what the object is a year ahead planner. But as a person with ADD, as a person with a lot of brain fog issues, long COVID, severe sleep issues, the symbolism of the clouds made so much sense, and how if you have ADD, how many of us have bought a planner every freaking year that we just sit there, stare at, don't know what to do with, don't utilize, pick up, use once, never use it again, overthink, the list goes on and on and on. But something in my spirit said, I think you should get this, but I was very hesitant for the reasons I just listed. And then the beating up on yourself and all of that can come. But something said, I think this is going to be a good option. I think this is going to be a good idea. I think this product will work, which is why I picked up a deck of cards. Happened to be the Rose Bay that was right next to me, which I'm really loving working with. But for the yes version, or the what if I do, such a positive, incredibly positive card that lets me know that the clarity, the light, the empowerment, and not being emotionally overwhelmed, because I will be able to partner with this tool, this journal will be like a partner, even though it's an inanimate object, for me, that will bring me so much emotional peace and clarity, as opposed to getting overwhelmed and confused. Boom. If I don't, the King of Cups. If I don't get it, I'm gonna miss out. If I don't get it, I'm gonna miss out on an opportunity to have this, again, physical object that's going to be like a sentient being. Because if I don't, I'm gonna miss out on the potential of being able to really master the emotions that lead to overwhelm and stress. I'm going to miss out on this being something that, again, the duality and the partnership, that's going to be almost like a therapist for me, that's going to be a master spiritual tool. And because, again, this was made by a person who is a very compassionate person, who is becoming, I would say, a leader in the esoteric community, in the YouTube Tarotverse and witchy community, who's a very heart-centered, compassionate woman. So I would miss out on this if I don't. This is what I stand to lose. So even though it's not a yes or a no the way I asked it, it still answers the question, should I get it? Yes. Yes, I should. And lean into that choice with confidence, with a sense of authority, with a sense of command over my emotions as opposed to them commanding me, but with gentility and compassion and self-love, while choosing and realizing that this is going to be something that's going to be a commitment, a partnership. And it only works if I work it, but that it was created with such love and intention that it will lend itself in a very heart-centered way for me to have a lot of success with using this tool. Maybe, I would say not maybe, I would say definitely more so than I ever have been able to before. So, if you are a person who is new to tarot and you're wondering about yes, no questions, that's a way that I think is a good way for us to explore yes, no energy, but while fleshing it out more as to why, giving it more meat to the deeper understanding and the backstory of, well, why is it yes or no? Why is it on the one hand or on the other hand? So if you like the Rose Bay Tarot, the Sistine Tarot, I apologize, this deck is no longer in circulation. I was really fortunate I got it like the last witching hour that it was even available. I was afraid I wasn't even going to be able to get it. But she is in the process of creating, she has other decks, and she is in the process of creating another really beautiful tarot deck. So I will leave her Insta down below where you can contact her. And I hope that this gives anyone who is wondering how the process works with me as a reader, or in your own personal tarot journey, of how you can explore the energies when you have to weigh the pros and cons of something, or want to look at the yes no aspect of to do or not to do. So until the next video, blessings everyone.